Your height is not good enough. It's true. It isn't. It is not good enough. Unless you're 6'3", which you're probably not, your height is not good enough. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how to maximize your height / increase your height. This is a no BS guide. Absolutely no BS. This is the truth. This will work. It's not going to just be like, maybe it'll work. You're not done growing. Don't worry. You're only 19. You're only 18. People don't stop growing until they're 25. No. I'm going to give you some real advice. All right. I'm going to give you some real advice. Now, if there's, okay, I'm sure you've heard people, probably girls and guys who are like taller. They've said like, bro, your height doesn't matter, bro. Don't worry, bro. It's not about height, dude. It's not about height. Well, height is a big factor. In my opinion, I think height is 30% of a male's attractiveness. So there's ways to increase your height. And I think if you don't, you're just leaving all that SMV on the table. So I'm going to be telling you how to increase your height. And there's going to be kind of tiers of ways. So I'll start with the easiest one. And the two easiest ways to increase your height is by getting a better posture, standing up straight, shoulders back, head up, looking forward. That can help a lot of people. I have friends who have horrible posture and they literally lose about an inch or an inch and a half because of their horrible posture. So increasing your posture maxing is huge. Now, if you're already posture maxed and your posture's already fine, the second step or second thing you could do. Now this one is, I'm not gonna lie to you, this one is not as good, but it can still add some height. So stretching, you have a pull-up bar and you hang on it. It will increase your height, but not by a lot. It's true, not by a lot. By maybe a quarter inch or half an inch. Now that might not sound like a lot, but this really will add up. Like if you have good posture, plus you're doing your hanging exercises, like you will increase height. Now it's not like crazy, because I mean, like I can't lie to you guys. I can't be like, dude, if you hang for like 30 days, you're gonna be 3 inches taller. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You're probably gonna expect a quarter inch or half an inch. So the next step, now this is the big one. This is the big one. Like, let's say you're a guy who had kind of bad posture, so then you add an inch to your height. Like, let's give someone a 5'6" height, right? Someone who's 5'6". So someone's 5'6" and they've increased their posture, so now they're 5'7", and they've done hanging exercises, and now they're 5'7.5". So we've definitely made some improvement, but still 5'7.5". Like, that's still kind of like not great. Not gonna lie, that's still not really good. So we're bringing in the big guns, and the big guns are shoe lifts / elevator shoes / elevator boots. So there are many ways you can do this. Honestly, there are a lot of height increasing insoles that can really make a big difference, right? And they're also not really noticeable. Like, my rule of thumb for elevator shoes and elevator boots, try not to go above 3.5 inches. That's usually my rule of thumb, but you can go higher. I mean, high top shoes are really good to put insoles in. You don't even need height increasing insoles specifically. Like, you can just buy a bunch of regular insoles and put them in your shoe, and that can still increase your height. Now I've heard some people say like bro, you can't wear those. What if you take off the shoes? Okay, so what if you take off the shoes? The famous what if you take off the shoes? Well, so first things first about that. It is normal to lose a little bit of height. It is normal to lose a little bit of height if you take off your shoes. So this might sound like really autistic, but I mean, the game was rigged against us, so we gotta fucking rig the game for us. So there are insoles that you can put in your sock that are hidden that it can increase your height. So you want to wear your elevator shoes with your elevator socks. So if you do take off your shoes, then you'll still have some height on you. Like, let's say you have we have our guy who's now 5'7.5", and he has half-inch height sock insoles. Well, now he's 5'8" without shoes on. But let's say the shoes add like an extra 2 inches. Like, he's 5'10" with the shoes on, which is much better than being 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Being 5'10" is like the average height in a lot of Western countries. So if you're 5'10" and then you just, begin to looks max in other areas, like mewing, face exercises, going to the gym and shit like that, you can increase your SMV in other ways. So height is very, very important. Like, it's one of the most important things. In my opinion, I think it is the most important. It takes up the most amount of attractive. Like, to give you an example, it's like, I think height's 30% and then face is 25% of attractiveness. Because, I mean, some people might disagree with me, but listen, if you're shorter like, you understand. You understand. If you're like someone who's 5'9", 5'10", you don't understand it. Because if you put on a regular pair of shoes, you're like 5'10", 5'11". But if you're someone who's like 5'6", 5'7", like, you understand. You understand how important, because it's brutal. It really is brutal. So if you're a shorter guy watching this, please take my advice. Get your posture max. Do hanging. Please do hanging. Even if it only gives you a 1/4 inch, it's still something. You have to do it. And also, I kind of forgot to mention, hats are also good, because hats can make you appear to be taller. And hair, a certain hairstyle can make you appear taller. If your hair kind of like is like bigger on top, right? That can make you appear taller. That's kind of something I've wondered. You know how Generation Z, all these like new young kids have hair like that. They have perms and shit that add like fucking an inch or two to their height. So like, I think a reason why people think my generation is super tall is because they do height maxing, right? Like they have like tall ass hair. They wear hats, and they also, a lot of kids my age either wear like pretty big boots, or they wear like fucking humongous Air Maxes that add like an 1.5 2 inches base. So yeah, man, if you're not taking advantage of any of these height increasing activities, like, you're really missing out, because height can change your life. It can change your life. I mean, 5'7" to 5'10" is a huge difference. Like, that's insane. Your SMV can go from like a 6 to a 7 with that much height. Like, it is insane. Please take this advice if you are a shorter guy. Even if you're like 6 feet tall, take this advice. Even if you're 6 feet tall, take this advice, because then you could be 6'3" and it would be even better. Like, 6'3" is like the perfect height. Now, I know not everyone can get to 6'3", but try your best, bro. Try your best to get as high as you can go, because I mean, the game was rigged from the start. The game was fucking rigged from the start. So you gotta do everything you can, bro. It's only business. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please implement what I said, and don't take the black pill, take the dark red pill.